Why do you feel like you were the first person kicked off Celebrity Big Brother UK this season?
I was so excited to be there. You know, it had been years and years of them in talks of having me on the show. Finally, my opportunity's here, and then I'm in the house with a bunch of softies that were just crying all day long. This was probably the hardest reality show that I'd ever done in my life, and I say that because it was just like, I just felt like I was walking on eggshells every day, being like outcasted.
What was the real reason Rodrigo was removed from the Big Brother house?
Rodrigo told me he just didn't feel comfortable being in there without me, so once I was evicted, that's why he left. But the truth is I really don't know, like, because then all of a sudden speculations were coming that it was Dan had an issue with him, or he said this word, and I don't really know, because the network never really, like, made it clear. They just said Rodrigo has been removed from the house, and then Rodrigo was saying that I left the house. It was, like, a lot of, like, he say, she say. I went to dinner with Rodrigo, and I sat down with him and everything, and he said he left because I left. And then it was like, that's not what happened, or that's what the network, I don't know.
What are your thoughts on Roxanne, and do you think that she'll ever work in entertainment again?
Like, this girl, I was literally the first one that came out of the house, and so I was still in London. Due to my contract, I had to stay until the end, until the show completely finished. And I literally walked the streets of London, and every single person would stop me about the situation, and of course, you know, me being let out first. But, I mean, like, people, I've never seen a reality show where a whole country hates somebody and turns on them, which kind of gives me the chills. It's kind of scary. I mean, I don't think she'll ever work in their industry over there again. I really don't. Like, they're very, like, uptight, the British people, and there's no forgiveness kind of thing, and I just feel like she's done. Like, it was just so bad, and I honestly hate to say that because it's like, you know, I think she's getting a lot of crap for it, and but she's going to pay the price for that. Like, it's going to blow over.
A report came out last week stating that you received $130,000 for being on Celebrity Big Brother UK. Is this information true, and did you and the cast discuss your pay with each other?
I would rather not discuss how much I got paid.
Now, so who was your least favorite person in the Big Brother house?
Probably Hadid. And why I say that is because when I was living with him, it was like living in hell. The guy burped, he'd fart right in your face pretty much, he snored all night long, his cooking was bad, he was just miserable.
What reality TV star would you want to be on a show with the least?
I mean, I don't know, maybe just any of the men out there, like maybe like a Peter Gunn from Love and Hip Hop, or a Stevie J, those kind of guys I wouldn't want to do a show with, only because it'd be like, I feel like they're more like, they're like womanizers, and I'm such a strong personality and such a feminist that I would want to stick up for all women that these men, like, you know, take advantage of in so many ways.
Have you ever experienced racism on reality TV show? And if so, can you tell us what happened?
No, I've never really experienced racism. Maybe up until the Celebrity Big Brother house. It was just a very different culture barrier there. Things that maybe they think is funny and things that they want to partake in as jokes or of that sort. Where I come from and my background and the way I grew up, I wouldn't have thought some of the things we did were funny, or some of the things that some of the castmates said were funny at all.
So what happened? Is that like, was it just inappropriate comments, or?
In some of the tasks that we played, I wasn't really a fan of them. I also didn't think Hadid's jokes as a comedian but I didn't think some of his jokes, some of his African-American jokes that he would say were funny. But I made sure that I voiced how I felt, and I made sure that I was heard, and I made sure that Big Brother knew that I didn't think his jokes were funny, and, Hadid was warned about some of his jokes. Hey, you guys, this is Natalie Nunn, and you're listening to The Dominic Natty Show.